Form 3 Physics Heat. In the first term, you have studied the physics of light. In the second term, you are going to study the physics of heat. There are altogether 4 chapters. In the first chapter, which is an introductory chapter, we will study temperature and thermometer. In the second chapter, we will study internal energy of an object and talk about heat transfer. And then chapter 3 is heat capacity and specific heat capacity. This must be the most important chapter in this book. Lastly, it is chapter 4, heat transfer by conduction. And here we go. Chapter 1, temperature and thermometer. Prepare yourself a pen and a highlighter. Jot down any notes and highlight the important words there. So, temperature is a measure of hotness. Why we have to measure temperature using thermometer but not our fingers? Our finger may tell something is hot or not, but it is a kind of subjective feeling. So a cup of tea may be cold for you, but it may be hot for me. So we got to have a objective measurement so that we can tell whether it is hot or not more objectively. The instrument that we use is called thermometer. So feeling is subjective, while measurement by thermometer is objective. If you do not agree that feeling is subjective, you may try the following experiment at home. You may put your 2 fingers, one into hot water, another into iced water for some time. After a while, you put both your fingers into tap water, which is supposed to be not too hot, not too cold. But then the finger that was in hot water will tell you, oh, it is cold. The finger that was in iced water will tell you, oh, it is hot. So you can see, even for the 2 fingers of yourself, they will tell you different feelings. In fact, the tap water has uniform temperature. The temperature should be the same everywhere in the beaker. If we put a thermometer in the beaker, then it will only tell you a single temperature reading. So why your 2 fingers tell you different feelings? Just because feeling is subjective. And now pick up a pen and fill in the answers for question 1. Our feeling is not reliable for comparing hotness, as feeling is subjective. We need an objective measurement, such as temperature, to measure hotness, and the instrument that we use is called thermometer. Try question 2 to 5 when the video is finished. You may check the answers at the very end of the book. 1.2 Celsius scale. So now we have to use thermometer to measure temperature. But even if you are using thermometer, there are different temperature scales. Celsius scale is the scale that we use in Hong Kong. However, in the States, people use Fahrenheit scale. So when we are talking about human body temperature, normally it should be 37 degrees Celsius. But in Fahrenheit, it would be 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So, how to convert temperature in different scales? If you are given such a diagram, which is called a conversion table or conversion chart, then you may convert temperature in Fahrenheit to Celsius or vice versa easily. For example, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit is exactly 37 degrees Celsius. Similarly, 400 degrees Celsius is exactly 212 degrees Fahrenheit. In this way, you should be able to finish question 6 yourself after the video. Other than using the conversion chart, you may use formula instead. This is the first equation introduced in this book. I call it equation number 1. To illustrate the idea, I use question 7 to show you how to apply the formula. 37 degrees Celsius is the temperature in Celsius. I have to change it into temperature in Fahrenheit. I think I have to use this formula. So, the temperature in Fahrenheit should be equal to 9/5 times 37 plus 32. And in this way, we may find it to be 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't forget to write F here to show that it is a temperature in Fahrenheit. And now you may try doing the question 8 to 12 in assignment exercise book. Remember to show your calculation clearly for question 9 to question 12.